The goal of NUCCA is to line your spine in the proper position, the way God intended. We also want to teach you how to remain in alignment so that you don't need to keep returning for treatment, as is often the case with general chiropractic. As a NUCCA doctor, my goal is to help you heal, and we do this by showing you how to correctly hold your alignment. With NUCCA, receiving as few corrections as possible is ideal. The longer you hold, the better. Keeping the spine in the balanced healing position is both the doctor and the patient's responsibility. The doctor can give the best possible corrections, and the patient can undo what we do here in the office by the habits that they have outside of the office. The spine is the central support structure for the body. You must respect this structure so that it will give you strong, flexible service for a long time to come. When your spine suffers, so does your overall health. So here's a few general guidelines. Always stand as erect as possible, with your shoulders, back, and your head centered directly over the spine. Try to sit in the same manner. No heavy resistance type exercise should be done for the upper body in the first 2 weeks of care. You also want to avoid putting your head in extension or side bending positions as much as possible, as these are the most vulnerable positions for the neck to be in. Examples are things like going to the hair salon where you have your head in the shampoo bowl. That is extremely stressful for the neck. Going to the dentist, having a cleaning or dental work done where your head is tilted and twisted off to the side for long periods of time. Anytime a dental appointment is made, make sure you get an evaluation immediately after that to make sure you're still holding your correction. You also want to avoid holding a phone between your shoulder and your ear in that side bent position. Resting on a couch with your head propped up on the armrest. Avoid reading in bed propped up on your elbow. Also, if you do yoga, you want to avoid the extreme neck range of motion that is associated with some of the movements. The stretches themselves are fine, but you just want to keep your neck and head in as neutral position as possible. Also with massage therapy, I'm a big fan of massage therapy, but massage therapy done to the upper neck where there's more pressure sensors than anywhere else in the body is not helpful for you to hold your corrections. So here's some specific guidelines now. We spend 1/3 of our lives sleeping. So you want to make sure that you have a good, firm mattress to sleep on with no lumps or sags. You want to make sure you have a good pillow that supports your head and your neck. If you're looking to purchase a new pillow, the Select Comfort Store, who makes the Sleep Number bed, make very good pillows. They're custom designed pillows for about $125, and they are custom designed for you, your bed, and your sleeping position. Now, stomach sleeping is absolutely the worst for your spinal alignment. It will destroy that spinal alignment. It will also accelerate the degenerative process, as the constant stress and strain applied to the spine when sleeping will wear it down. So it's very important that you do not sleep on your stomach at all. If you are a lifelong stomach sleeper, begin to transition from stomach to side or back. Sometimes hugging a body pillow can help tremendously. That pressure of the pillow being pressed against your stomach can make you feel like you were sleeping on your stomach. You want to make sure that when you are sleeping on your side, if you have a tendency to go to your stomach, you want to make sure your down shoulder is forward in order to not allow you to flip while sleeping back onto your stomach. If you're sleeping on your back, you can sleep with a pillow underneath your knees if that is more comfortable. You want to make sure you don't sleep with more than one pillow in any position under your head. When you're on your back, for instance, you don't want your chin to move up towards your chest. If you're sleeping on your side, support the head and neck so your spine will remain in a straight line as you are viewed from the front. Your legs should be at about a 30 to 45 degree angle and not drawn up in a knot. You may feel more comfortable with a pillow between your knees to keep your pelvis from tilting. Now when lifting, you want to lift by bending at the knees and not from the back, keeping your back as straight and solid and protected as possible at all times, while holding the weight of the object close to your body. Now, mothers of small children must be extremely careful when picking up their children. Car seats, strollers, etc. You want to keep the load directly in front of them and bend at the knees. When sitting, you want to avoid sitting with your legs crossed, as this twists the pelvis and makes it more difficult for you to hold the corrections. If using a computer or driving long distances, you want to take frequent breaks, sit as tall as possible, And make sure you don't put anything in your back pockets that may tilt your pelvis, like a wallet. Popping and cracking your spine is another big issue that has to be broken if that is a habit of yours. The self-manipulation will lead to instability and hypermobility of the joints. The pressure that you feel that's associated with the misalignment will make you want to pop and crack your spine before you start care. But as you stay in alignment longer and longer periods of time, that sensation, that feeling, that pressure should dissipate. Much of this problem is a habit that just needs to be mastered if you want to hold your corrections long term. So follow those do's and don'ts and expect to get well as your body is restored and maintained in the aligned and balanced position that your body was created to be in.